Hey guys, Rick with Rick's Toy Room, and this is my spoiler version of the MK2 movie and my real full review. So I did a very short version of the non-spoiler. This one is going to go through a lot of the stuff and really break this movie down into the good, the bad, the ugly. Overall, go see the movie. It was great. I loved it. This was made for the fans. There were a lot more fatalities, a lot of the levels, a lot of the characters, a lot of the storyline actually fell with the Mortal Kombat storyline. So let's start with where it really succeeded. They stayed true to the characters, the special moves, the graphics, the levels. They really do a great job of the mixed characters and giving you their moves and their fatalities. And they do a great job of bringing us levels from the game and bringing us the Mortal Kombat 2 storyline mixed with Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat 3 with some Mortal Kombat 4 characters. So let's talk about the bad. The bad part about this movie was that the Mortal Kombat 2024, even though it's set up, the characters are chosen, they're going to be in a tournament, they're going to save the world. That movie was way more about Scorpion Sub-Zero, and it was more of like a Sub-Zero Mythologies movie than Mortal Kombat movie. I mean, they gave us Goro and gave us all kinds of goofy shit, but the 2024 movie was not really about the Mortal Kombat storyline, and they tried to do it, but they definitely pushed it to the side, just didn't play it. Mortal Kombat 2 movie, however, gave us the characters, gave us the storyline, but the problem is they've messed up the lore and they crisscrossed the storyline. So what am I talking about? This one opens where they show you, so if you've played Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 and 3 and any of the others, but focusing on Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 for a moment, you know that in the storyline, Shao Kahn, one of the characters in Mortal Kombat 2 was Kitana and Mileena, sorry. And Kitana was a human that was essentially adopted by Shao Kahn when he took over one of the realms, and he made her a captive daughter. So this should have been the dead giveaway in who was going to do all the things in Mortal Kombat, but they start the movie off giving you Kitana's storyline. And then they come in and they're like, okay, they fast forward to current date where Raiden has grabbed the champions and the other fight happened. And they're like, well, they've now won 9 tournaments and we're on the 10th tournament. Okay, that's not how Mortal Kombat 2 storyline went. Mortal Kombat 1 was we were at 9 tournaments, Shang Tsung and Goro being the champion to win the 10th tournament. The Mortal Kombat 1 video game was we had to stop the 10th consecutive win by Shang Tsung and letting Underworld take over. The story for Mortal Kombat 2, the video game, Shao Kahn being upset that Shang Tsung failed to secure the 10th tournament, decided to go against the Elder Gods and actually invade Earth Realm anyhow with his forces. Now Raiden and the tournament champions had to repel Shao Kahn and the Underworld and the Netherworld and all that nonsense. So they mix those two storylines. They've got Shao Kahn being the champion for Mortal Kombat to win the 10th tournament, which he really wasn't. That was Goro. And then they actually go in collecting all the champions. We pick up where Kung Lao was killed from the first Mortal Kombat movie, and we are getting Johnny Cage is going to be his replacement. Johnny Cage is a complete asshole in this movie. He's a lot bigger of a badass, but at the same token, he has to work his way into his character. But the whole time, he's just a washed-up has-been comic guy or a martial arts movie guy, and they're trying to convince him that he's the champion and all this kind of nonsense. And he's just vulgar as all hell. And it's really great because it adds to that rated R effect of this is not a kid's movie. This is not the 2024 Mortal Kombat. This is the gross, violent, fatality, kill people. This is the movie. We get characters from Mortal Kombat 3. So Shang Quan is Quan Chi was brought in. Yeah, Quan Chi. Quan Chi was the the villain for MK3 because Shao Kahn was defeated. Quan Chi wants to take over Earthrealm, and that introduced Shinnok for MK4. So Quan Chi's in this movie, and he plays a really integral role of bringing back a lot of characters. This is how we get Noob Saibot, which we see in the movie. Bihan, who is Mortal Kombat lore, right? Sub-Zero was Bihan. Bihan gets murdered, because Scorpion gets his revenge. Bihan is in Netherrealm. He gets resurrected and comes back as Noob Saibot. Noob Saibot being the hidden character in Mortal Kombat 3. Or was he in Mortal Kombat 2? He was in Mortal Kombat 3. He was the hidden character in Mortal Kombat 3. Brought back, we find out that he's Sub-Zero's, he is Sub-Zero from the Netherrealm, where in Mortal Kombat 2, we had Sub-Zero's son or brother. Anyhow, not really relevant to the movie, sort of. So that's where they start mixing the Mortal Kombat 3 storylines in. We had Shinnok's Amulet for MK4. So they crossed a lot of storylines there. They had a lot of really cool stage fights. So you got the pit 2 with the acid pool, and one of the guys gets killed. I'll try not to spoil it too much. One of the heroes dies. He gets thrown in the acid pool, right? Very cool MK2 stage fatality added to the movie. We get the portal stage where you got the spinning purple and blue portal. The problem is we did not get Toasty. Now, I bitched about this the entire time at the end of the movie with Dusty, that Mortal Kombat 2 really had one thing going for it, past all of the fatalities, babalities, friendships, all the other nonsense, was that you uppercutted somebody at the right time and you'd get Toasty, and on the portal stage, everyone would hold down on the control sticks plus block, and then you would warp in and fight. You'd fight Smoke, Noob Saibot. Maybe you did fight Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat 2. But anyhow, hidden character, hidden level. Or did it activate Pong? I think it activated Pong. And then if you got 50 points or 50 levels of Pong, then you got Noob Saibot. So that's the one thing the movie absolutely missed. Outside of crossing 3 storylines and bringing in characters from Mortal Kombat 3, it missed the ability and the best inside joke of Mortal Kombat 2 being Toasty. Now, personally, I think they should have done it at the post-credits. So there was no post-credit scene. You watch all the way to the end, and it just ends. There's no post-credit. I think that would have been a great... it was the biggest missed opportunity of this movie, was to have the Ed Boon digitized picture pop up and yell Toasty at the end of the credits, because that would have been fucking amazing. But they did not do that. Most likely due to licensing with Midway, which is gone, and the Acclaim, and now Atari. So probably a licensing issue with Atari games, but it is what it is. We do lose a lot of the heroes from the MK1 movie. A lot of the good guys, they do die, and they die in Mortal Kombat fatality fashion. It was amazing. Kitana kicks some good ass and gives you some really cool video game moves. Like, you see a lot of it. There was a miss with Baraka. Like, Baraka was treated like Guardians of the Galaxy Drax, like low intelligence, which I know part of the storyline was like they're kind of the lower beings of Outworld, Netherrealm, but at the same token, like, they played him like a moron, but he was still funny. Like, they wrote the script well enough where he was funny. His scenes were good, but it had this very weird Guardians of the Galaxy Drax feel to it. Like, kind of like didn't give him a good, I don't know, just didn't give him his own personality. A couple of the other things I think they really missed on was Baraka's blade move. Like, they did a lot of him throwing his blades, but the way they portrayed that too, like in the game, he slices them off his body and shoots them at you. And here he could just punch them out, much like that porcupine guy from X3. So again, kind of very cheap. Didn't feel really like Baraka. Like, I really would have wanted to see him do the blade slice and pick somebody up and chop them up, but we didn't get that. We did get some other cool Baraka stuff. Most of the special moves were really great. Again, the graphics were good. Shao Kahn does his shoulder butt. Tons of other There's a pit stage. Sindel's in it, but the Sindel play was kind of broke. Again, Sindel being from MK3, or no, she was in the MK2 movie. Was she in the MK2 game? I don't feel that she was. I think she was Ultimate MK3. So Sindel in there, and then her character design was in the movie was janky compared to the video game. Like, rest of the characters kind of held true to their video game adaptations, especially Noob Saibot. They did a really good job with that. Johnny Cage was done really well, but it was like MK11 Johnny Cage, not Mortal Kombat 1 Johnny Cage. Yeah, I mean, all in all, we get Kano back. Spoiler. We get Kano back, and Kano is a complete asshole, and he makes a lot of really great fourth wall break / current media jokes. So one of the jokes is he's talking about Quan Chi, and he calls him, what do you call him? Voldemort's ballsack. And I mean, the theater was in tears. It was just great. So I kind of ruined this video. I kind of gave away the ending of the movie earlier. If you were paying attention to everything I said, you'll have caught it. But if not, I won't tell you who this game's champion was. I understand why they did it for the script. And the thing is, like, when you play the game, each character has a champion win story. So you can pick any one you want and go anywhere with it. You would not hurt the fans. But for the story of the movie, I see why they picked the champion they did. I see why they killed the characters off that they did. Part of me really hopes we get a third Mortal Kombat movie. I can't see why we wouldn't. There are enough characters, and there's enough lore, and there's enough story to do it. So I'm kind of hoping we get an MK3, and I hope Ed gets to go crazy with it. But go see it. It was great. Also, like I said, in my other video, I talked about this. One of the things they gave away for opening night were Upper Deck AMC exclusive Mortal Kombat trading cards. If you go to see the movie and you have no intentions on collecting the trading cards, if you want to sell them to me, I will buy them from you. If you want to send them to me, I will take them. If you want to open them, check them out, and then send them to me, I'll take them. I want to make a set of the cards, so if you get them, you don't want them, don't throw them away. Please let me have them. I want to make a set. I don't even know how many's in it. I haven't opened my pack yet. There's supposed to be some random insert chases of like Johnny Cage movie posters. The two people behind me did not get one, so maybe my pack's got one. I want to acquire a couple packs before I crack mine, so I got some eBay bids out right now. Go see the movie. It was great. I think it's going to be way better than Street Fighter. Mortal Kombat definitely allows for a plot storyline, and they have enough material to work with, and there's so many things you can do with those characters that this movie, I think, is going to be better than Street Fighter, but we will go see Street Fighter in October, and we will do another comparison. All right, guys, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, follow. Let me know what you think about the movie when you saw it, and again, send me your Mortal Kombat cards if you go to AMC. I'll talk to you later.